40 Men for the Yukon was my graduating project from the four-year film school. I talked to a friend of mine who had graduated the film program, and he said that he used to work up in the Yukon in Canada, and he had met this one gold miner named Frank Erl, who is an 80-year-old German man who moved in 1950 to Canada after the war. I bought a camera, and 3 weeks later, Paul and I drove up to the Yukon. It took us 3 days, 16 hours a day, and just kind of showed up on Frank's land and said, this is who we are, this is what we're interested in doing, and he was very welcoming. And then we kind of explored the area around where Frank lives, and we met this other man named Geordie Dobson, who is a 82-year-old saloon owner. And he's from England, and he fought in the war as well, and he came up 60 years ago up to the Yukon. So the film turned out to be about these two old men who had both fought in the war on opposite sides, and who had moved up to the Yukon and had been doing the same thing for 60 years, one working as a gold miner and one working as a saloon owner. And it's about them coming to terms with where they are in life and coming to the end and deciding whether they want to continue doing what they want to do, or sell their land, sell their bar, and move on to the next step. We had kind of put some word out to Frank through kind of a friend of a friend that we might be coming up, but we didn't know really his story. So we went up there with a sense of exploration and discovery and confidence that we will find a story, and that we're interested in the right things, so those things will come out at some point. Then only through editing did I find what the real story was for me. We were up there for 2 weeks only altogether, and then the shooting days maybe 10. Yeah, about 10. So not a long time. We had about 18 hours, and I cut it down to about 19 minutes. My experience was that I made a film that I wanted to watch myself. You have to go out and make the film that you think is right and that you are excited about, and then find an audience for that. So I think to be able to stay true to what you want and the craft and what you're passionate about is the best way about going about it. And so I think that documentary gives you that sense that something is alive, and it's really happening, and it's exciting to be part of that experience. So that's what I try to do in my film as well, and let you into these experiences and let this true moment kind of live and be a part of that.